Good morning. Good morning, my dear students. Probability is day to day life influences to every man. It's very clear. So, man always expects, thinks, expects, assumes about his plans every day. That expectation, whether it is going to be successful or not, that is out of question. Most of the out of 10 cases, all cases may fail. One or two cases may succeed in different types of turnings and different types of happenings in the process. Even then, man's nature is, his attitude is, he thinks, expects, or assumes, or hopes, all will be coming, all these words will be coming under probability. So, in day to day life, it has its own influence. Therefore, probability is playing an important role in the human career. Okay. Here, many different mathematicians or statisticians, they say the theory of probabilities is simply the science of logic quantitatively treated. Again, I am telling the theory of probabilities is simply the science of logic. Science of logic, quantitatively treated. Logic, science of logic, quantitatively treated, is nothing but that is nothing but the theory of probability, said by many great people in connection with this statistics. Coming to the point, as a measure of uncertainty of events in random experiment, some people define it is the probability is measure of uncertainty of events. That first only I told. Think, suppose, hope, expect. It is nothing but measure of uncertainty of events in a random experiment. Now, you have been introduced a technical word or a technical phrase in this topic is random experiment. What is random experiment? Random experiment tells us, I will give you one example. Simple example, even for a child can understand. Let us take one coin. The coin must be fair coin. Another word, unbiased coin. Fair coin, unbiased coin means it should have two, one side head, another side tail. If the coin is having like that, then only it is called a fair coin and unbiased coin. Okay, remember this, unbiased. This term is in case appears, this term in case appears in any question, you have to understand it is a fair coin having two sides, one is head and another is tail. Everybody knows, even a small kid knows, the coin has two sides, head and tail. He knows it. But while tossing it, it comes down to the earth and turns up either head or tail. He doesn't know. It is very curious thing. What is the curiosity here? I know head and tail will be there. Two cases will be there. Either one of them will be turning up. But you are not able to tell exactly before tossing or in the process of tossing or just before turning up. You are not able to tell. That is a great thing of a human being. Human being thinks always he knows everything. He thinks I know everything. He thinks I can do everything. But he is not able to do this. Okay, it's all right. So, though we know head and tail to the fair coin it has, we are not able to tell just before the coin being turned up. That experiment is called a random experiment. Like that, even in playing cards, even in your life, you are going to do something today morning. While going to the office, you have to do something. Or while going to the shop, you want to do something which will be beneficial to you. But it may happen, it may not happen. That thing that may happen or may not happen, but two cases. Either it may fail or succeed. You may know. But which one will occur, certainly you don't know. Their probability will be rampant. Their probability will influence. There the probability comes. So in mathematical way, in a classical way, there are two ways. Axiomatic way, classical way. Both we can learn. Both are good. In a classical way means in a mathematical way, we will measure the uncertain things. In mathematical way. How many chances will be there? 2 chances will be there. Or 5 chances will be there for doing one task successful. 5 chances will be there. Suppose 5 chances will be there for doing one task successful in your life or in a particular time of your life. There will be 5 chances to be successful. You know those 5 chances. One chance will come to you to be successful out of 5 chances. Which chance will come? With whom it will come? In what situation it will come? Okay. In what circumstances it will be happening? That you don't know. Okay. That is called, that experiment is called a random experiment. So, here again I am telling you, probability is the measure of uncertainty of events in a random experiment. Just I told you, there are 2 approaches, mainly 2 approaches, of course, axiomatic approach and classical approach. Okay, classical or mathematical approach. Okay, let us after some time let us learn it continuously. Here in axiomatic approach, probability as a function of outcomes of the experiment. Probability is defined as the function of outcomes of the experiment. P of EI equals to set of, okay, E1, comma E2, comma E3, so on, En, flower bracket close, set close. We can tell in that set form or set Miller form also. Nothing but a real number, nothing but it is belong to real number only. Belong to real number only. Therefore, it is real valued function. Real valued function. As a function also we can tell. It is explained by axiomatic approach. Okay. And in classical mathematical approach, they will give the measurement of the uncertainty or the measurement of the probability. The theory of probability has been measured mathematically, that is classical approach. How? It is very simple. If you just taking one example, small example, even a kid also can understand. If a kid tosses a coin, okay, which has head and tail, that he knows well. But after tossing, just after tossing, what turns up he doesn't know. One only will be turning up. How many will be there? Two cases will be there. Two events will be there. Those two events are set of H, comma, T. Set close. What is that set of H, comma, T? H is head. I denote H by H. Comma, I denote tail by T. Okay. So here set of means flower bracket open, H, comma, T is the set of two chances or two outcomes. Two outcomes. It is called sample space. What it is called? Sample space. Sample space means it is a set of outcomes. Sample space. Sample space means not sample space like that. Sample space, one idiomatic or one phrase is used in this statistics. Sample space, S, denoted by S, capital S equals to set of, what I told? E1, comma E2. Two outcomes. Or two, event 1, event 2, like that. That is, that what I said, set of head and tail, H, comma, T. Because the kid tosses the coin, it turns up head. Suppose so. And then head will be 1 by 2. What turns up? Head turns up. One event turns up. Some people say, is it head is favorable? What favorable? Please keep in numerator place. What is favorable here? Head. Head means don't write H like that. 1. Numerically you have to express. That is the only definition. Uncertainty is measured numerically. And in definition also he told science of logic quantitatively treated. So because this is measured numerically, we have to keep 1 because had it turned up. Suppose had turned up and then 1. What is 1 in place of numerator? You please keep 1 by how many outcomes, total outcomes? 2. Head or tail? 2. 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is the probability of that the hat turns up when the kid tosses the coin. Similarly, when the tail turns up when the kid tosses the coin. That is 1 by 2. So how many probabilities will be there? Only 2 probabilities. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. What is total? 1. So total probability 1. It should not, please try to understand, probability never be exceeding 1. Probability never be exceeding 1. It is in between 0 and 1. In between 0 and 1. If it is not possible, then it will be 0. Probability will be 0. If it is sure event, probability is 1. If it is impossible event, probability is 0. If the event being assured, probability will be 1. So the maximum 1, the minimum is 0, 0 less than equal to, probability less than equal to 1. This should be remembered always. In case of impossibility, 0 probability. In case of surety, means all cases will be happening. All cases will definitely happen. Such happenings may be there. Sometimes on some special occasions, then the probability will be 1. In between these two, this probability will be swaying. This is the range of probability. This is the range of probability. In axiomatic approach, they will say the range of probability is closed interval 0, 1. What is the domain? Domain is all outcomes. Domain is all outcomes will be coming. For every outcome, if you count the probability, it will be in the middle of 0 and 1. Domain is all outcomes. Range is closed interval 0, 1. Whose range? Probability range. So the thing is, the probability is a function of outcomes of the experiment. Axiomatic approach. Classical mathematical approach, what I told? N of E by N of S. What is N of E? Favorable events. What is N of S? Total events. Favorable outcome in numerator by in denominator. Favorable and unfavorable total outcomes. It means one way we can tell that is sample space. In denominator, sample space. Means domain you have to count the domain and you have to keep there in denominator. In numerator, which favors us, that only mentioned in numerator. So some people say the favorable events by total events given by probability. Some people say like that. Some people say that n of E by n of S, number of outcomes in S means in the sample space. N of E means number of events which we want or which favors. N of E by N of S are favorable events by sample space, that is according to classical or mathematical approach. Okay, next. According to our syllabus, we will study addition rule of probability. Addition rule of probability. And conditional probability. Conditional probability of an event given that another event has occurred. Conditional probability of an event given that another event has occurred. That is conditional probability. Naturally, it is understood. In case or if in the event of something happens, what the other thing probability will be like that. So addition theory you have to learn, conditional probability you have to learn, multiplication law you have to learn, and Bayes law you have to learn. Okay, multiplication rule of probability. All these multiplication rule. And next, Bayes theorem. Okay, conditional probability. Addition rule of probability. Please, slowly I am telling. Addition rule of probability, please follow this. Conditional probability. Bayes theorem. Multiplication rule of probability and independence of events. Important concept of random variable and its probability distribution. From statistics, it is playing important role. Probability distribution. And also mean and variance. Mean, standard deviation, variance will be coming in this case also. Mean and variance of probability distribution. Important discrete probability distribution called binomial distribution. What is that? Discrete probability, an important discrete probability distribution, discrete, indiscrete series will be coming in statistics. That also will be discussed. That is called binomial distribution. So all these things, what I told, we have to discuss. We are discussing the syllabus, which will be helpful for JEE Mains and Advanced, and for intermediate at the same time for MSET, more deep in mains, another mixed concepts, questions will be in advanced. So for all these it will be helpful. Just I told you some points on this. A random experiment. What I told? I had already told. Throwing an unbiased die. Unbiased means fair die. Throwing it or rolling it. Die contains 6 facets. 6 that everybody knows, but which facet with what number it turns up, nobody knows. That is why it is called random experiment. Though you know the information about die, it is having like that only on 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers will be there on the faces. One of them will be coming only, that's all, like that. But you don't know till it turns up. What comes you don't know. That is why that type of experiment is called random experiment. Tossing a fair coin, unbiased coin, fair, in place of that I am using unbiased. Sample space, I told. The set of all possible outcomes. Set of all possible outcomes. Sample space. Denoted by capital S equals to set of H comma T while tossing the coin. Okay. While tossing 2 coins or, well, of course, while tossing 2 coins by 2 kids, of course. One kid, first kid tossed 1 coin. Second kid also tossed another coin. Then it may be coming H comma H. H will be coming. Both heads may be coming. Head tail may be coming. Tail head may be coming. Tail may be coming. It is common sense. Even kids know. 10 years boy can tell. Here, H will be coming. Head will be coming. 2 boys are tossing. No. Head will be coming. Tail will be coming. Head tail will be coming. Tail head will be coming. So 4 ways. This is, if you write in a set form, that is called S. That is called sample space. For that I have given another example with 2 kids who are tossing happily, playing by tossing the coins, and we will get the ordered pairs, set of H comma H, T comma T, H comma T, T comma H, like that. Sample space. When 2 balls drawn from a bag containing 3 red balls and 2 black balls. 3 red balls, 2 black balls are in our bag. You keep into the bag your hand. You keep your hand into the bag and 2 balls drawn. 2 balls freely you are taking. And what are the chances? And what are the outcomes? Those outcomes you know. That is what you know, that is sample space. Outcomes you know, no. You are going to write the all outcomes in a set form, no. Within flower bracket. That everybody knows. That is why it is called sample space. Till it turns up, the man doesn't know. It is called random experiment. That experiment is random experiment. Okay. Here I will tell you, when 2 balls drawn from a bag containing 3 red balls and 2 black balls, sample space capital S equals to flower bracket open. Set we write no with flower bracket open. R1, R2, ordered pairs. Capital R1, capital. What is that? Red 1, red 2. Okay. R1 and 2, because red 1, red 2 means what? How many? 3 red balls are there. 2 red balls may be coming now. Out of 3. Both, if you take out 2 balls, 2 may be, both 2 may be red, no? That is what I am writing here. R1, R2. R1, R3, another chance. R2, R3, another chance. Please keep numbers 1, 2, 3 like that. All 3 red, but put numbers 1, 2, 3 by chalk or something. Black 2, B1, B2, R1, B2, B2, B1 I have not written. B2, B1 by B1, B2 I have written, no, sufficient. R1, B1, R1, B2, R2, B1, R2, B2, R3, B1, R3, B2, because 3 red balls, no, with R1, B1, B2, with R2, B1, B2, with R3, B1, B2. So totally here R1, R2, R1, R3, R2, R3, B1, B2, R1, B1, R1, B2, R2, B1, R2, B2, R3, B1, R3, B2. How many? 10. 10 outcomes you have written in the sample space in the set form. How it has come? 5 balls will be there, no. Let us select. We are not permuting. We are not arranging. We are just selecting. So for the selection, one idea will be there. Total balls 3 plus 2, 5 balls. 5C2. 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 What is 5C2? 5 balls are there. 3 red, 2 black, of course. But 5 balls in the bag. 2 you have to select. So 5C2. 5C2 formula is 2 is there, no. So you have to back 2 factors you have to write. 5 into 4. Not 5 into 6. 5 into 4. Back. 5C2. Back 2 factors you have to write. How many factors? 2 factors. Because 2 is down. 5C2. 2 balls you are taking up. So 2. If 3 balls, 5C3. Like that. 5C3 means what do you write? 5, 4 into 3. Like that. Here, in this question, 2 balls you have to take up. 3 red balls and 2 black balls. 5 balls in the bag. So you have to take out 2 balls. That is why 5C2. 5C2 is the answer. What is its numerical value? You have to find. You must know it. How to? It is very important. 5C2 equals to 2 is there, no. So 2 times back factors you have to write. 5 into 4 whole by 2 factorial. Not 2 whole by 2 factorial. 2 factorial means 2 into 1. 5 into 4. 2 2's 4. 5 into 2, 10. 10 outcomes are there. You see, R1, R2, R1, R3, R2, R3, B1, B2, R1, B1. R1, B2, R2, B1, R2, B2, R3, B1, R3, B2. Total 10 outcomes there. Total 10 outcomes. What is the formula? 5C2. 5 into 4 backwards. Why 5 into 4 only 2 factors? Because 2 is there down. 5C2 no. That is a 5 into 4 backwards whole by. The 2 is there no. 2 factorial. 2 into 1 in denominator. 5 into 4 in numerator. 2 2's 4. 5 into 2. 10 outcomes will be there. That is the sample space. SC sample space. It is universal. It is working as a universal set. Universal set. So for every set 5 will be there. Null set will be there. That is always subset of set for the universal set. So we can say phi is proper subset of S. What is S sample space? What is sample space? It is working as universal set, and for every universal set, phi is proper subset. S also subset of S. So here, impossible event phi. In probability language we have to speak. Impossible event phi. Null set. Impossible event phi. Proper subset of S. S is sample space working as universal set. S subset of S. S is universal set. S also universal set. That both will be naturally subset or equal to S, no? It is not, of course, proper subset, but it is a subset of S. When it happens, certain event, sure event. If it is sure event, if it is certain event, then S is subset of S. If the event is impossible, then phi proper subset of S. Today let us complete this, because 40 minutes approximately it is approaching 40 minutes. And the next class tomorrow I will continue this. Till now, I think you have followed it. Okay, we are at the beginning. Probability is a very important topic. Many questions will be coming in connection with geometry, in connection with algebra, in connection with matrix, in connection with the complex numbers. All mathematical branches will be involved in probability. They will prepare questions like that. They will frame questions. They will make questions like that. That is why once I told, go through the textbook line by line and find the important points which you feel, underline it, make questions for those lines. It is, of course, a difficult task. Lazy people cannot do that. The people who are stubborn and continuously hardworking, they can do. Hard aspirants, they must have been strong aspirants. They must have been, bold aspirants. Without any undisturbed aspirants. Those people only will work hard. Okay, try to frame the questions on it. Go through the textbook. Go through the textbook of NCERT. That is Central Syllabus Book. Everybody will follow it. All colleges, in all 12th class, total country, they will study it. So, and the paper also has been prepared in that view only. Okay, please follow it. Okay, let's meet tomorrow. Thank you. One thing, share, like, subscribe. You should not forget it. If more subscribers, more viewers, if more viewers are there, then only I can lead this. Then only I can make more videos, better videos for you. So that even some students, financially unsound, need not go anywhere for coaching and all that. Need not go for coaching. Just if they have one mobile, of course, you must invest on net data. For data purchase, you have to invest some money. That's all. You can learn the subject, you can follow my guidelines, you can work according to my guidelines. Okay, therefore, please tell your kith and kin, pass on this news, and make more number of sharing, subscribing, anyhow like it. Okay, thank you.